There's nothing in this one, Ethan.
Nothing in this one either. No mention of the death or the funeral. Nothing about you going to France.
It's as though that night never happened.
Sheridan, I told you, if we can't uncover the details about what happened that night, no one else will either.
I want to believe you, Ethan, but I'm just afraid that you can't bury such a terrible secret forever. I mean, Luis is probably even more suspicious now that he found us in here tonight.
Forget about Officer Lopez Fitzgerald. I mean, he doesn't have the first clue about anything.
Don't underestimate him, Ethan. He's smart. If only I hadn't freaked out in front of him after being locked in that magician's box at the restaurant.
You said something about that night. What night? What happened?
I don't know what you're talking
Well,
about.
something must have upset you. You kept repeating it over and over. That you didn't mean it. It wasn't your fault.
Luis is like a bull terrier. He won't let go.
Sheridan, you can't let that guy get to you.
No, I couldn't care less about him, Ethan. You know, it's just, I've got so many questions about that night myself. I'm afraid I'll never have all the answers.
You missed a step.
I've lived so long without knowing any of the details. Just from what my father told me.
Tell me again what Grandfather Alistair said to you that night.
He warned me that if I told anybody about what I did, I'd be an outcast. No one would ever love me.
I'm telling you, Hank, Ethan and Sheridan were up to something tonight.
Drop it, will you, Luis?
But what were they doing in the newspaper morgue so late?
How about it's none of our business, like they said?
Something's not right.
You know, you gotta give that cop brain of yours a rest. And Sheridan Crane a break while you're at it.
Why should I?
Reason number one. The Cranes are way too powerful to keep butting heads with.
She walks in beauty like the night.
What did you say, Teresa?
I can't stop thinking about that beautiful love poem Ethan recited to me.
She walks in beauty like the night of cloudless climes and starry skies. And all that's best of dark and bright meet in her aspect and her eyes.
It's the most romantic thing Ethan's ever said to me.
You know, I've had it with you, Teresa. Ethan meant that poem for Gwen, the girl he loves, the girl he's gonna marry someday. When are you gonna face reality?
You're right, Whitney. The time has come for me to stop thinking about Ethan Crane.
I'll believe that when I see it.
So the Cranes run this town. I'm not afraid of any of them, especially Ethan. If he and his Aunt Sheridan are up to something, I'll get to the bottom of it. Hello?
It's me, Luis.
Miguel, where are you? They get the fire out of Charity's house?
Fire? What fire?
It's still going. I'm at the emergency room with Charity. They haven't found Mrs. Standish yet. I wanted to let you know I won't be home tonight.
You have got to get Miguel out of your head, Kay. The only girl he wants to be with is your cousin Charity.
Miguel thinks he wants Charity. But what if she doesn't make it? And he'll be all alone and he'll need someone to comfort him.
I didn't want you to worry, Luis.
Sorry, it comes with the territory, little brother. How you holding up?
I'm okay.
What about Charity?
She hasn't come to since I pulled her out of the fire. She may not make it, Luis. Dr. Russell just walked in. I've got to go.
Okay. Bye.
TC.
Hey, sweetheart.
Honey, how long have you been here?
I just got here. I heard about the fire on the late news.
Eve, how's Grace?
Oh, well, I finally got her to take a sedative. She's asleep in a room down the hall.
Eve, thank you so much. I mean, Grace was so upset about Faith.
You heard anything about her sister?
No, I'm still waiting to hear word from the Castleton Fire Department. Can't go in the house. It's too hot. When we get in, we either find out if Faith got out or...
I'm sorry to interrupt, Dr. Russell. Is there any news on Charity? Why isn't she waking up?
Miguel's at the ER with Charity. It doesn't look good. I'm gonna go down there, see if he or Sam needs any help.
I'll go with you.
So are me and Whitney.
It's late, Teresa.
Miguel's my brother too, Luis.
And my friend. We should be there for him and Charity.
Okay.
Oh, ankle! I didn't mean to startle you, man. I had no idea it was you in here. You all right? What are you doing here, Frank? If you remember, I'm security for all of Crane Industries. I got word about a break-in. Can you stand?
Not exactly.
We'd better get him to the hospital, Frank.
Easy, all right. Lean on me. Lean on me. What are you two doing in here so late anyway?
Nothing important, Frank.
All right. Take it easy.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places, and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me highest. Breathe in, breathe out, keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
There's nothing new to report, Miguel. The radiologist is looking at Charity's x-rays now. There is a little swelling to her brain.
Oh no, that's bad, isn't it?
Until the swelling goes down, it's just difficult to give an accurate diagnosis.
Poor Grace. To find her twin sister after all of these years, only to face losing her all over again.
TC, it's a nightmare. What am I gonna tell her? It would take a miracle for Faith to live through that inferno.
Sam, this is weird. I mean, you saved Grace 20 years ago in a fire.
Maybe your twin will survive this one. Until Faith's body is found, I'm not gonna give up hope.
Charity, it's me. Miguel. I'm right here. Open your eyes. Please come back to me. There's so much I want to tell you. So much I had planned for us. So much that we can do together.
Thank God Dad made Reese take Jessica to a friend's house. At least she's not here anymore to give me a hard time.
How can you think of yourself at a time like this, Kay?
I can't help the way my mind works, Simone. Of course I feel for my mom. She probably lost her sister in that fire. I feel lousy that Charity might have lost her mother.
Do you care at all that Charity might die too?
Of course I do. I'm not the monster you make me out to be, Simone. I do have feelings for other people.
Thank goodness, I was beginning to wonder.
Can't you try and sympathize with what I'm going through over Miguel?
Oh! You are impossible, Kay. All you care about is yourself and whether you'll get Miguel.
What's going on, Kay?
I'm telling you, all I need is an ice pack. If it's not better in the morning, I'll call my doctor.
Forget it, Ethan. Your ankle could be broken. You're not going anywhere until it gets looked at. I'll tell admissions that you're here.
God, I feel kind of bad about this, Ethan.
Don't sweat it, Frank. You're just doing your job.
Yeah, one of them.
I asked you to give up on that stalker, Frank.
Oh, come on, Ethan. I thought we agreed to disagree about this.
The girl's in South America, like Teresa and Whitney said she was.
I wish that I could believe that.
And why don't you?
Because something's nagging at me. Look, tomorrow I am going to find out once and for all whether or not Whitney knows anything about the stalker that she hasn't been saying.
And then what happens?
I'll let you know. Look, I hope this stalker is long gone from Harmony, all right? Then I can let this case rest. I don't want to find out that Whitney's been lying to me. But I have my doubts.
The ER can take you in now, Ethan.
Come here.
What did my mom say about Charity?
Not a whole lot. If she's not telling me something...
My mom wouldn't do that, Miguel. She'd tell you if there were anything more to know.
I just don't know what to say, Miguel.
Just your being here means a lot.
Oh, there's Miguel.
What's going on, big brother?
Hanging in there. Thanks for coming.
How's Grace?
Hey, honey.
Daddy, I didn't know you were here.
Yeah, I just got here. But you should be home in bed by now, young lady.
I know, Daddy, but
I know. You want to be here for Miguel.
he's a good friend, and so is Charity. Besides, Simone's here, and she's younger than me.
Well, I'm not thrilled about that either. But she doesn't have to get up early tomorrow for tennis lessons before school.
I can't think about that right now, Dad.
Sweetheart, you have to think about your game all the time. You set certain goals for yourself. And if you want to achieve them, you can't let anything get in your way, not even a little bit.
I hear you, Daddy. I really do. But I am out there practicing every single day. I never miss a lesson.
Okay. So it's agreed that nothing comes in between your tennis until you win the gold medal from the Olympics.
Of course, Daddy.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hi, Mom. So how's Charity doing?
Not too well, I'm afraid.
You know, I better go see Miguel.
I could guess by the look on Whitney's face you were giving her the old tennis comes first lecture again.
You got me, Eve. The big bad ogre at it again.
I'm not criticizing TC. It's just that sooner or later you're going to have to understand that Whitney's going to have more on her mind than just playing tennis.
Like what?
Like boys.
Whitney's got a boyfriend?
Oh, no, not that I know of, TC, but, well, Whitney's turning into a very pretty young woman. And one of these days soon, she's going to wake to the realization that she's attractive to the opposite sex. Oh, and then, my dear husband, we are going to have our hands full.
Frank's here? What if he sees Teresa?
What's with you, Whitney?
Ethan and Frank are here.
Oh, I'm not in my disguise.
No kidding.
Oh, why are they here? Are they looking for me?
I don't think so. From the looks of it, Ethan must have hurt himself.
Oh, he's in pain. I gotta go to him.
What are you smoking, Teresa? Do you want to end our very short lives right here in the ER?
Well, no.
Well, you will if Frank or Ethan see you out of your disguise. I mean, not that it wouldn't be convenient, because you know Luis is here. He can arrest us both. My entire family is here to witness my public disgrace. Not to mention the fact that Frank would know I lied about not knowing the stalker. It'd be the end of us. I mean, is that what you want?
Of course not, Whitney. But I gotta find out what's wrong with Ethan.
Well, well, well. Since when does a Crane family use a public ER?
Well, wonders never cease.
Mr. Crane.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Dr. Russell. I understand you've hurt your ankle?
Yes, the right ankle.
Okay, well, let's take a look at it in exam room number 1. Would you stay here, please?
Oh, great. Luis is the last person I expected to see here.
There you go. Would you take off your shoe and sock?
Yeah.
You excuse us, please?
Sure thing. And by the way, the name's Frank Lomax.
This is too close for comfort, Teresa.
I don't care. I've gotta find out what's wrong with Ethan.
Ouch.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know that hurts. Want to tell me what you did?
It's not very exciting. I slipped and fell. So is it broken or just sprained?
I'm not sure. Want to take off your shirt?
My shirt? It's my ankle that hurts.
I know. I want to make sure you didn't injure anything else in the fall. Got several small welts on your back.
Yeah, that's not from tonight.
No? You want to tell me how it happened?
There's this crazy girl that was stalking me. Those welts are the result of one of her freaky little games. It involved hot liniment oil.
Ouch.
crazy.
Ethan's got his shirt off. He's got welts on his back.
The heat liniment.
I never meant to hurt him, Whitney. It was an accident, just like all the other times. Frank's coming. Let's go.
Oh, we're finished in here, Mr. Lomax. Would you mind taking Mr. Crane down the hall to X-ray so we take a look at that ankle?
Yeah, no problem.
I told Dr. Russell I don't need a wheelchair.
Sorry, hospital procedure.
I've got to find out what's wrong with Ethan's ankle.
What's the big deal, Teresa? It's either sprained or broken. Either way, he'll be fine.
But it's going to need a lot of love, and Gwen might not be around for him, but I will be if he needs me.
Are you out of your mind? He's in a hospital full of lots and lots of doctors, one of which being my mother. They'll take care of him.
Oh, don't worry, Whitney. I won't let Ethan see me. But I can't pretend like nothing's happening to the most important person in my life.
Oh, yeah, you're really over Ethan.
I am. I just want to make sure he's okay.
I hate to see you torn up like this, Miguel.
If I could only help her.
Like you being here with Charity's already helping her. When she wakes up, she's gonna need your strength, little brother.
You're a cop, Luis. You've seen people in rough shape. You really think Charity's gonna come out of this?
Yeah. Without a doubt. Like, you gotta think positive. You gotta believe, all right? Oh, it's gonna be all right.
Why are my hands covered with blood?
When will this awful night ever end?
You.
Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
It's okay. I'm glad it's you, Hank.
What happened to Ethan? I saw him hobbling around in there.
Oh, he hurt his ankle.
Is that what's got you so jumpy?
Let's just say it's been a long, difficult night.
Are you talking about Luis giving you a hard time?
He never lets up on me, Hank.
I know, Luis comes on kind of strong sometimes, but he's a good guy. He doesn't mean any harm.
You could have fooled me.
He's right, Sheridan. I'm just a curious kind of guy. So tell me, what happened to Ethan? How'd he hurt his ankle?
I don't see how that's any concern of the police.
I didn't say it was. You know, unless, of course, he injured himself doing something he wasn't supposed to be doing.
Luis, he just hurt his ankle, that's all.
All I did was ask Sheridan what happened. Or is everything about the Crane family a secret tonight? I mean, you still haven't said what you were doing at the newspaper morgue so late.
And I don't intend to.
Why are you so defensive?
Why are you so aggressive?
You're covering something, Sheridan Crane.
Be right back with the extras, Mr. Crane.
Thanks.
Hey, how's the ankle?
Still hurts. I just hope it's not broken. I'm not looking forward to being an invalid for 6 weeks.
If it was me, I wouldn't mind. An injury like that's an excuse to get looked after, ideally by a pretty woman that cares about you. That is, if you're lucky enough to have a woman like that.
I've been thinking about that a lot lately.
Did you hear that, Whitney? Ethan's thinking about the ideal girl for him. Me.
You know, the kind of woman that makes your heart beat a little faster every time you see her? And you start missing as soon as she walks out the door? You can't wait to make love to every time you see her?
Look, Whitney, I've got goosebumps on your brain.
The kind of woman I want to have children with. Make my life complete.
He's talking about me, Whitney. I'm the one.
I'm lucky. I've got a woman like that. Gwen.
Excuse me, Dr. Russell?
Yes.
I'm Sheridan Crane, Ethan Crane's aunt.
Yeah, I saw you with him out there. You shouldn't be an X-ray too much longer.
Thanks, but actually I have a question about myself. You see, I haven't been sleeping well lately, and I was just wondering if you could prescribe something for me.
Well, not without an exam.
Well, I'd be glad to make an appointment, but I was kind of hoping you could give me something now.
Well, what seems to be the problem?
I just came back to Harmony from living in Europe.
Did you see a doctor there about your insomnia?
It didn't start until I came home.
So what is it? Is it a new environment, different diet, or something bothering you?
The past haunts the present.
Excuse me?
Anything I say to you is confidential, right?
Yes.
You probably can't understand this. When you're a doctor, I'm sure your life is stable and focused on the present. You're probably never bothered by your past.
I know, but you're hiding all of it. The secret you've kept from your husband, what you did years ago outside of town. You think I don't know? Well, I do. And I can prove it. I'll tell you that secret that you've kept hidden in your soul all these years. I'll tell you every horrible detail right now.
Well, we all have things that we would rather not dwell on.
I suppose. I guess it's just being back after spending so many years away.
I'm going to give you a prescription for a few days, but I want you to come and see me for an exam. If your past continues to haunt you, I may suggest an alternative treatment. Hypnosis is usually helpful.
You know, in a strange way, I envy my little brother for feeling that way about a girl. I just hope Charity pulls through.
I have no business asking you for anything, God. I don't say my prayers every night, and I haven't been making it to church every Sunday because of ball practice. I know that's lame, but it's the only excuse I've got. The thing is I know that you're mad at me for slacking off, but don't take it out on Charity. Do something else to teach me a lesson, anything, but don't punish her. She's the best girl in the world. I don't know what else to say except I wouldn't want to open my eyes in the morning if I couldn't see her.
Someday, Miguel's gonna feel that way about me.
Are you kidding, Kay? As long as Charity's alive, she's the only girl Miguel's gonna care about.
Yeah, as long as she's alive.
Okay. Yeah, thanks. I'm on my way. Fire's out. I'm on my way to Castle and search what's left of the house.
Sam, this could be rough. I'll go with you.
Thanks.
Sweetheart, we just coming to get you. We're on leave now. They got the fire out.
Eve, if Grace wakes up, can you tell her where I've gone?
Sure, Sam, but I'm hoping she sleeps straight through.
So am I. As bad as today's been, tomorrow might be even worse.
Sweetheart, could you make sure the girls leave soon?
Don't worry.
Eve, I hate to ask you this. Could you make sure the Kay gets home all right, too?
Of course, Sam.
Ethan, what did the X-rays show?
Well, it's not broken. It's just a bad sprain.
I'm going to give you a prescription for some mild painkillers. Plus, I want you to ice your ankle down at least 4 times a day. I go very easy on it until the swelling goes down.
You bet, Doctor. Thanks.
Time to go home, girls.
Okay, Mom. Can Whitney sleep over, Mrs. Russell?
It's your sign.
Can I, Mom?
Well, I don't see why not, as long as you promise to get up for your tennis lesson tomorrow morning.
I promise. Good night.
Good night. Time to go home, girls.
Oh, may I sleep over Kay's tonight, Mom? She'll be alone if I don't.
Yeah, okay. But promise me you'll go straight to bed.
Yes, Dr. Russell.
Good night, Kay. Good night,
Good
honey.
night. 1 sec, Simone.
What's going on, Kay?
We have to leave, Miguel, but if you need me, for any reason at all, just call and I'll be back in a flash.
Thanks. You're a good friend, Kay.
The more I see of Sheridan Crane, the more I want to see.
The more I see of Sheridan Crane, the more I'm curious as to what she's up to.
Well, it looks like the beautiful lady has the attention of both of us, but for very different reasons.
You could say that. I want to make a note of something she said earlier. Let me find a piece of paper. Sheridan Crane said the past haunts the present? Interesting.
Why, Charity? Why did you have to die?
Miguel, there's something I have to tell you. Charity and I had a secret pact. She had a premonition she'd die very young, and she said it would ease her mind if the two people she loved most in the world would get together after she passed on. You and me.
Charity said that?
More than once. In fact, those were her last words. She was desperate for me to promise it would happen. We have to respect her dying words, Miguel. Are you all right, honey?
Much better now that you're here, darling.
Well, I don't want you to worry about a thing at home. The kids are fine. They all send hugs and kisses to Daddy.
Tell the kids they'll be 100% in no time.
Well, that's wonderful, honey. What did the doctor prescribe?
Shut the door. That's the best part. He said I'm supposed to make love to my beautiful wife at least 4 times a day.
4 times a day. We do that anyway.
That's what I told him. But he said we should double it.
Mm.
You have beautiful legs, Whitney.
Thank you, Doctor.
Please, call me Frank.
Why are my hands covered with blood? What did I do? Nobody will ever love me.
Grace waited 20 years to find her sister. Then to lose her in a fire and maybe her niece. God, terrible, terrible loss.
Sam, we're not sure if Faith died in the fire.
Look at this. I don't know if anyone could have gotten out of this.
It's one of the worst places I've ever seen. It's only safe to be in here now, and I don't know what we're gonna find.
Did you find anything out, Dr. Russell? Is Charity gonna make it?
Miguel, go home, get some rest. It's late. We'll know more tomorrow when the head of neurology comes in and has a chance to look at her tests.
I'm not going anywhere. Tell me what you know.
All right, I'm going to be straight with you, Miguel. The tests don't show anything definitive, but it doesn't look good. Charity's not responding.
Maybe I shouldn't have done that so soon, Miguel.
It's all right. I never knew you were so beautiful, Kay.
You just never looked. Let me. You're a liar, Kay Bennett.
Charity!
Why don't you tell Miguel the truth, Kay? I never told you to be with Miguel after I died. Besides, I'm not even dead. Get back up there! I'm right here, Miguel. With you. The way it was always meant to be. What else can happen to me?
What are you doing? You were blabbing out loud in your dream, Kay. All I can say is you're a worse monster than I even knew. I'm gonna sleep at home tonight, as far away from you as I can get. Charity is not going to win. I am.
Here, Ethan.
I can't wait to go home to make love to you. Every time I see you, I want you more than the last. You complete me, Teresa. You're my ideal woman.
You're the most beautiful girl that I've ever met. You're the girl of my dreams.
Oh, but I can guess who you were dreaming about.
If I was dreaming about anybody, it's all your fault for putting these ideas in my head.
Oh, but wouldn't it be great if these ideas came true?
What did I do when I was a little girl? What happened that night? Please, you have to tell me. Please don't go away. You have to tell me what happened that night. I didn't mean to do it. Now nobody will love me. Who are you? What do you want? Do you mean it? Who are you? Who are you?
I think your brother Sam needs us more than Miguel does right now. He's gonna have a tough time searching through the rubble for Grace's twin.
Well, maybe we should head over there. Go get your mind off Sheridan Crane. Face it. You two are like oil and water. You'll never get along.
Can you tell that to the judge who's making her serve her community service at the youth center?
I don't know how you two are going to survive working together.
Well, it'd be a lot easier if she were only straight with me. But I know she's hiding something.
So it's none of your business.
Well, I think it is. Well, that's what really intrigues me. She's a mystery. And I've never run into a mystery that I didn't want to solve. Especially this one.